Side of Ed Gillespie, candidate for Virginia Senator's office. Let's go inside and see what his agenda has in store for people of the South Asian community.
Well, temples and mosques are a big part of it, and I have been to, I think, 8 Eid services and the Eid festival at Adams Center on Sunday. And we have, specific literature, Eid Mubarak literature, and I've, enjoyed those visits, very, very much. And not just those visits. I've met with leaders of the community consistently from the beginning of this campaign, and not just the, the Muslim community, but the Korean community. I was at Chorus, the Korean U.S. Festival in Fairfax County. I guess that was 2 weeks ago now. I lose track of days. Vietnamese New Year's was with the Vietnamese community last week at the Eden Center. Met with the Indian American community in Richmond. We have a big Indian American community in Richmond as well, and have campaigned there. Was at the festival in Richmond at the convention center about a month ago now, maybe. We can get you, the list. I lose track of, like I say, the dates and everything. But this has been, this is not something new here at the end of a campaign. This is from the very beginning of my campaign. One of my first days on the campaign trail, I was at a black church to celebrate Martin Luther King Day. And to celebrate, service there. I was at a black church again this past Sunday. And so I want to be a servant leader for all Virginians. And if you want to be a servant leader for all Virginians, you have to be a candidate to all Virginians.
Excellent.
I think that the truth is, in a lot of ways, it's more of a challenge as a candidate to make inroads sometimes than when you are a sitting senator. It's a lot easier to come and sit down with the community as a senator not running for, re-election or running for election. And I will do that, and I have made clear, I would not be campaigning in this way if I didn't intend to govern in this way. And my presence is not, if I'm fortunate enough to be our next senator, I wouldn't have, made this commitment and put this time in as a candidate if I didn't intend to practice what I preach.
Excellent.
And to be in the community and be a presence. And my door will always be open to, all of the communities. We're all, I know that people who, come to this country and or are first generation or second generation Americans love this country and love the freedoms that it allows, loves the opportunities that it provides for, and I know that from my own life experience. And to me, I intend to win this race. I think we're going to win this race, and it will be part of a continuing, relationship, is how I view it. And we'll reach out in that regard as well. My view is that in terms of life and marriage, that I love and respect everyone for who they are. And I believe, thanks Annie, I believe that we are all created in the image and likeness of God. I also believe that marriage is between one man and one woman. That is a teaching in my faith as well. In fact, in my faith, it's not just a teaching, it's one of 7 holy sacraments. At the same time, I believe that the states are the proper purview for that debate and for that discussion. And so, while that is my view, as a United States Senator, I would not pursue or support a federal marriage amendment to the Constitution. And as for life, I am pro-life. I do believe that there should be exceptions, in particular when it comes to if the life of the mother is in danger or rape and incest. But otherwise, I am pro-life. Well, for one thing, I think that there's a lot of area where there's common ground and consensus around this issue of life, some of which, have been abandoned, for example, through the Affordable Care Act. We've had long-standing support for a consensus in this country that regardless of your views on abortion, that there should not be taxpayer funding compelled to pay for it. And that is still an area, I believe, of consensus that could be reached. I also believe when it comes to late term, third trimester, that's an area of consensus. There's an area of consensus around abortion related to gender selection. And so I think there's a lot of areas where you can find consensus and like I said, I certainly have exceptions to my position, and I think that there are people who are on the other side of the issue who could make some exceptions to theirs where you could find some common ground.
Mr. Gillespie, one question.
Let me start with my immigration policy, and I find that it's a policy that resonates in every community. I begin with the fact that I am the son of an immigrant, and people who want to come to this country and contribute to our society and our economy and make a better life for themselves and their children and future generations, tend to be good Americans, good patriotic Americans. Jack Gillespie was born in Donegal, Ireland, but he died a great American. He's laid to rest in a veterans cemetery, Silver Star winner as an infantryman in World War II. And so I do believe that we need to secure our border. I think that's an important priority for this federal government to take. I think I said here earlier, one of my concerns is that under the Obama-Warner policies, the federal government's doing too many things that would be better left to state and local governments and the private sector, and not doing well the things it should be doing, and securing our border is one of those things. Now, the steps we would take to keep people from coming into our country illegally would also let us continue to welcome people to come here legally and have a rational system by which we can welcome people here. And that's an important part of reform as well. And I think that we need to, I believe we need to reform our visa system. 40% of the people who are in the country today illegally are here by virtue of overstaying a visa. Now, if that were a private sector problem, it would be fixed by now. If American Express sent their bills out every month and 40% of cardholders did not send back a check, it would be fixed. We'd fix that, and we can fix that visa system. And having taken those steps, then I believe we can issue fresh visas to those who are here illegally. I don't believe that if you're here by virtue of having broken our laws, it's fair to grant citizenship to people who are here by breaking our laws. It's not fair to the people who came here legally and played by the rules. But at the same time, I don't believe we're going to deport 10 to 12 million people, and that if they have, pass a criminal background check, pay any back taxes, demonstrate self-sufficiency, which has always been a cornerstone of our immigration system, then they should be given fresh visas to stay here.
That
is the case today. And I would like us to be more engaged in the world. I would like to see us play a stronger leadership role in the world. I had a conversation today about easing the tensions between India and Pakistan. Both countries are our friends. I think the United States can play a constructive role there, but we have to be engaged. We have to engage in the world.
what kind of countries?
And